Hello and welcome to this review of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, Old Number 7. Well, wait a minute, this is the green label. I want to thank Sandra, thank you stepmother, for this. Green label, apparently sold in only 5 states, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Texas. She bought this for me in Beaumont, Texas. This was given to me by her and my father for my birthday. What a present. Old time charcoal mellow Tennessee whiskey. So there's some information about the whiskey on the back, Jack Daniel's picture. Older style font with the print and older style label. Modern style sharp edge bottle. Gold medals at 1904 St. Louis Exposition, Liège, Belgium 1905. The Anglo-American Exposition 1914, Star of Excellence 1954, and gold medal with palm leaves, Amsterdam 1981. Was it the green label? Well, they're saying it won medals. It's got a smooth surface on the front except for the filigree print and for all the medals that I just described. But it's got a rumpled basket weave feel on the sides. This was bought at Specs. See there? I have the receipt. My father said, I'm giving you the receipt just so you'll see what it costs. And then he brought it. He made a special trip over 30 miles, close to 40 miles here to bring this to me. I was like, why'd you come all the way out here? He said, well, I wanted to go to Don's Country Store and get some smoked sausage, but I think he really just wanted me to get this. So since he came all the way out here and brought it, I figured, you know what? It's only right that I do the review because I know he wants to know what I think. And then it was like $28 plus tax made it 30 something, 30 whatever. The garbage man's coming. 30, so here's the specs. Let's see, 31.27. So I thought, wow, that's expensive. Texas is always so expensive, blah, blah, blah. Man, this cap it's almost like it's about to tear at the top. Like they put it on too tight, look at that. Gee whiz. It won't come loose. Oh yeah, well, whew. Good grief. Somebody must have been angry that day at the distillery. Alright. Holy smokes. Talking about green, I got my Tulane football season ticket renewal notice today, so I'll wear green Tulane Green Wave. Playing football since 1893 continuously. Okay, so I was thinking, man, that's expensive. 30 bucks? These guys crazy in Texas? But then I took out the other Jack Daniel, the regular Jack Daniel's bottle to compare, and I said, oh, I understand. This is a liter. This is 750 milliliters. So it's about $24 here in Louisiana for this. But look how much more you're getting. So, it's about the same price. All right. There are, I think, 4 English language videos for this on YouTube. One is a really good, detailed one, and he gives a lot of good points. One is short. He's just saying it's good. You might choose this over that one. He doesn't give too much detail. Another one, oh yeah, it's pretty good. So there's 3 pretty good ones. There's one in Portuguese. So there's not a whole lot of coverage of this. There's no ratings on Proof 66, so apparently it's kind of rare. Well, I'm glad I got it. How's it going to hold up against that? I had mixed feelings about this. I was, smooth on the sides. Except for the top, it has some little ribs. I was generally favorable towards it, but in the taste test it didn't do so well. So let's see. I could have bought this on my own when I was in Fort Stockton, Texas, and I think it would have been about the same price as Beaumont, where she bought it at Specs. So anyway, let's check it out here about 12:45 p.m. I was saying earlier in a previous videos that they used to say age 4 years on the label, and then they stopped saying that. They just say on their website they age it as long as they think it needs to be aged. And I was saying they probably just dropped it below 4 years. I want to retract that. I have to retract it. Oh yeah, it's definitely, there's a texture on the side, ribs. I was wrong. I was looking on the Tax and Trade Bureau, United States Tax and Trade Bureau website today, and it says that if a whiskey is aged less than 4 years, they have to state the age. If it's aged more than 4 years, that's optional to list it. So this is at least, both of these are at least 4 years. Now like Carstairs, it's saying right here, they have to, if it's blended, they have to list the percentage, and it has to list the age. And I know there's somewhere on this label it says age 36 months. It's a requirement. So I was wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm always going to be the first one to admit it. You know I'm going to have to do a side-by-side eventually. They're saying on the website, Jack Daniel's website, that this is younger and it's aged in the barrels in the center of the warehouse. Okay. But it's at least 4 years old. As far as it's aged at least 4 years. So nice alcohol legs. It seems like maybe it is a little lighter amber. I don't know for sure. It's alcohol, but it's not too harsh, medicinal, alcoholic, antiseptic, or any of those things. Maybe, well, yeah, wood, little dried flowers. I think the big mistake about this one is just that you can't get it. The price is maybe $2 cheaper per bottle, maybe, you know, it's not a big difference, it's just that you cannot get the dang thing. Interestingly, it has more of a Jim Beam flavor, and I talked about the green wood and the moss, the mossiness, the moldiness of the Jim Beam. This seems to have a little of that, which is interesting. Everything's interesting. You notice I keep saying that? The label design, the texture, the mystique of it. A little sweetness, but the predominant taste in the body is medium, and the finish is pretty smooth. It's not harsh. And I found that this one was not harsh standing on a standalone basis. When I did blind taste test, though, it did seem to be harsh. Odd. Very noticeable presentation of dried fruits. Dried. Not candy. Dried, and dried flowers like you could get in a bag, the potpourri, but without the spices. I don't know, I think it's better. It seems like it is better. Is it appreciably better? Nah. Do I know for certain? No. But because I would have to do a blind taste test. But certainly it's good. I'm very glad I got it. Don't expect to see it again. This bottle should last a long time, being that it's a liter. So what's my opinion? Very favorable, very favorable. has me even more intrigued to find the beams, the Jim Beam, what do they call it? The green label Jim Beam. It's called Jim Beam. Can't think of the name. It's got a different look. Obviously, it's green, but it's, the whole thing is different. Choice, Jim Beam Choice. And then there's the Evan Williams green label, which is right here in this town. Have not seen it in other towns necessarily. Not in the nice glass bottle. I did see it in one town, Hammond, in the big plastic. I don't really like to get the plastic, big plastic. It's bad enough getting the smaller ones, but you know, at least they're small and you're not stuck with this huge 1.75 liter plastic monstrosity. Oh yeah, I would say all around very favorable. I'm not saying I adore it, it's like the most fabulous, put a little ice in it. I'm not saying it's the most fabulous thing, but it's pretty dang good. It's a really good birthday present. I remember for my 8-year-old birthday I got all clothes. I was crying. I was like, "Woo." My mom was like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "I got clothes for my birthday. You buy me clothes anyway." Like, because parents have to buy their children clothes or they're supposed to. You know, when you're 8, you want toys, not clothes. When you're 48, close to 49, about to turn 49, you want green label Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey, not clothes. Although Sandra has bought me some nice clothes. So anyway, thanks Sandra, thanks Daddy for bringing this to me, and thank you for watching this video production. So everything is going so well. Beautiful weather, breezy weather, dry weather, low humidity, around 72 degrees today for the high. And this and that and even that. Y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana and let me know what you think about that Jack Daniel's green label now.